Sensuality is freedom of expression. Sensuality is like the highest form of innocence because sensuality is the purest expression of life force energy. We are alive, and sensuality highlights that. So we should never be afraid to express our sensuality, to actually hone our sensuality in its purest form, which first will require purifying ourselves, purifying our essence, understanding who we are on a deeper level, really falling in love with the soul, understanding the soul, the self at a deep level, which inherently just means understanding God. And when we can understand God, or seek to understand God as much as possible, and understand his characteristics and how he moves, how he works, how he loves, how he shines, how he illuminates, how he glows, then we stay close to that energy. We fall in love with that energy. And this is the nature of bhakti, or devotion to God. And when we are, in love with our Creator, and we seek to stay close to him, and we seek to form and strengthen a relationship with him, what happens is we become purified. Our consciousness becomes purified, and our karma over time becomes purified. We are led to situations that allow for us to burn our karma quickly, so that we can remove a lot of the debris, the karmic debris that has accumulated over lifetimes, and we can get rid of it as fast as possible. So God will lead us through seemingly negative circumstances sometimes, just to cleanse and purify our karma, so that we can step into our true brilliance, our essence, our soul, and our soul's blueprint. And our soul's blueprint essentially gets stepped into when we are close to God, and when we work with God, and when we pray, when we ask, when we give him our life, And so that's the only way to become purified. Surrender is the only way to become purified. And when we can surrender our life, it actually comes into his hands. It goes into his hands. And so when our life goes into God's hands, we are automatically protected, cared for, decorated, things like that. And so it is the goal of human life, really, to evolve to such a level that we fall in love with God, and we seek to stay close to him, and we surrender unto him. So when that happens, we tap into our pure essence. We become more childlike. We are healed. We understand our healed nature, and we express it as such. And often that'll come out in very healing ways. So whether that be through wanting to heal other people, or formulating a purpose-driven business, a coaching business, or working with others to heal them spiritually or financially or the like, or tapping into our talents and skills and abilities, that's how it comes out. That's how our essence, our soul's essence, comes out. That's how our healed nature comes out. And so sensual expression comes out as well, because we are honest with ourselves. We are ourselves fully. And so especially when we tap into our talents, skills, and abilities, our sensuality can come out in various ways, like through creativity, through natural movement of the body, ecstatic movement, right? Because we are excited. We are ecstatic to be alive. We are grateful to be alive. We are ecstatic to feel God's love and to love him. And so we move through the world in this way. And so sensual expression becomes natural. It becomes a natural part of life. And sensuality in our current day and age of Kali Yuga is so demonized, because people see it as raunchy. People see it as something to be sexualized. And this is because the consciousness of the human race is quite low. And ultimately we are driven by lust. We are having our lower chakras be active, right? So we automatically view sensuality, like sacred sensuality, as something that is sexual or raunchy, or something that is not okay, something that is like showing off, something that wants male attention, or like any attention. But in reality, that's just the perceiver's idea of the purity, of the pure expression of sensuality, of the innocence, So, one should be careful how they judge others, number one. And number two, sensual expression, pure expression, innocent expression is quite different actually from like raunchiness or anything like that. And it's all in the energy. It may not appear different to the untrained eye, or to the devolved consciousness, or to somebody that does not understand sacred expression. They may think that it's like raunchy. They may think it's not okay. They may think it's showing off or showing skin or something. But somebody who is awakened to God and God's energy and talent and beauty and love, they understand that this person is just being themselves. They understand that this person is innocent and innocently moving through life as pure consciousness and is embodying pure consciousness even through physical movement, even through dance, even through singing, even through outfits or fashion, or whatever it may be. Everything is a form of God's love, and when we demonize anything, we take away the spiritual aspect of it. We take away the clean aspect of it, the innocent aspect of it. And this is essentially just leading to our own downfall. We are intentionally lowering our consciousness in order to fit our previous paradigm of how things are or how things should be societally, which is essentially just keeping ourselves stuck in cycles of human 3D ignorance. So I hope that makes sense as to what sensual expression is. Additionally, when one is tapped into their own sensuality, they are really, really proficient at manifestation. They're really good at manifestation. And, you can tell that this person has chi energy like flowing through them in a way that is cycled and in a way that is balanced and in a way that is productive and progressive. And so that is something to be exemplified. That is something to be followed. That's a really healthy way of living. And ultimately, it's up to us to, again, raise our consciousness levels. It's up to us to heal. It's up to us to see all things with an equal eye. It's up to us to not judge. And if we want to keep our consciousness at a lower state of frequency or expansion, then we can choose to do that. However, if we want to raise our consciousness, expand it, right? Learn how to see things the way God sees things, then we will be living as if heaven is on earth, and we will be feeling whole as we view wholeness, and as we view somebody that is in their wholeness, because in reality, none of us are separate from anyone else. We're not separate from each other. We're all connected by a stream of infinite consciousness. And so when we understand this, that looking upon somebody else in a certain way will just result in somebody looking upon us in this way, and everything that goes out comes back, what goes around comes around, then we really understand that we're all connected. We really understand that, actually, we all want the same things, and what we give to somebody else will be given to us. There's no separation or distinction between energy. We just think that we're separate because we're in these separate bodies, but in actuality we come from the same source. We all come from the same source. It's like the sun. Everything on earth depends on the sun. The life that is being maintained is in part due to the sun, and equally we need the moon as well. So in that way, everything is interconnected many, many, many times over. And there always needs to be a balance with the way that we view ourselves and others in the world. So I hope this was interesting and informative, and I would encourage you to learn who you are, know thyself, so that you can begin to ecstatically move through the world and harness your natural sensuality and streamline it into creative projects and creative businesses and creative movements and dance and things that are healthy for you, healthy for the mind and the body and the soul, which are interconnected. They're the equilateral triangle 369 trifecta. We need all of them, just like we need the sun and the moon, right? That are connected to the earth plane. So we need balance, and they are connected, by the way, in a geometrical pattern of an equilateral triangle. So I hope this was interesting and informative for you. I love you very much. Tap into your sensuality and do not see it as a tool, but rather understand that it's a part of you and learn how to integrate it. It's not separate from you. It is you. Hone your sensuality in everything that you do, and understand that you are a divine being, and that's just the truth. So I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.